Happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome to How Ines Rolls. I am putting on my apron because today I am making chicken noodle soup because the fall colds have started, the back to school colds. So I thought it would help my kids feel a little bit better. So we're a little bit new to these back to school colds, but all of our friends have them because we normally homeschool, so it doesn't seem like we've gotten as sick. So Jonas is not well, and then my second oldest, Kobe, isn't well. So I just thought chicken noodle soup for the rest of Saturday would be a very good thing for all of us. So first, what I did is I boiled some chicken breasts. So I put some bouillon cube, one bouillon cube, and I am just letting it come to a boil. If you don't have time for that, just grab a rotisserie chicken from the store, pull it apart, and get what you need from that. I'm gonna go into the refrigerator and get some of the other things. Yep, I'm just gonna need these and some of those. And then for my particular recipe, I need some garlic powder, some celery seed, bay leaves, pepper, thyme, and some chopped onions. But if you have the real onion, that would be totally fine as well. At the end of this video, I will have my recipe at the end. So I'm gonna write it out as just like it says in the book. But I've come to find out that we do like a little bit more vegetable and a little bit more of the noodle. So I'm just gonna cut some here and get it ready to go into a pot. So I'm gonna get my bigger pot, and it's gonna take 8 cups, but I'll show you when. So I'm just gonna rough chop them in half. If you have carrot stalks, is that what we would call them? Regular carrots. You just chop them into the pieces that you'd like. So it did say in the recipe to do it for two or 3 stalks. But like I said, we like the little bit more carrots, right? It's more nutritious anyways. And it's good for us. So I'm just gonna do that, get things ready here, and like let the ones that are gonna fall. Okay, those are good. I'm gonna do the celery and then get it ready for the pot, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that too. So the recipe calls for 8 cups, but because I boiled my chicken and I already threw a bouillon cube in it, I am just straining out and using this broth first, and then I'm going to just add the water from there, and I'll probably just add 1 more bouillon instead of the original recipe calls for about 2. So I'm just gonna add 1 now. So I'm putting all of my seasonings in first. It just wants 1 bay leaf. And I'm gonna put in some of this onion, and then it just says to put everything in it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And let's see how this looks. Oh, this is the best bouillon. If you get it from Costco, so good. Just putting in the vegetables now, very carefully. Can't forget the noodles, the best part. Well, with everything else. So while everything is cooking up in the pot, I'm gonna chop up this chicken into like bite-sized pieces, no biggie, super easy. And I wanted to tell you that when I first got this recipe years ago, I ended up making it in bulk. So I got big gallon-sized baggies where I would measure out noodles. So I'd usually put about 2 cups, and because I'm doubling it because we kind of like the noodles. So I would put the noodles in, and then I'd get a little baggie and put all the seasonings in, and then I would just write the rest of the directions on the bag, keep them in the pantry, and so all I needed to do was add water and veggies and the chicken, right? There was even I remember one time in advance, cut up all the veggies and put them in the freezer because I knew we were gonna have chicken noodle soup at least once a week because we were really loving the recipe. So if that's something you're interested in, it was really nice and go-to just to grab it and put it right into the pot. And I didn't have to do very much prep work. It was like already done. I mean, you could even like shred chicken ahead of time in an instant pot, or like maybe in a crock pot, measure it out and put them in Ziploc baggies and put them in the freezer. Then you have go-to meals for the middle of the week. I used to do a lot of that. Maybe I'll be inspired to do it again. Plus, every time I make this recipe, the song comes in my head. Do you remember that song, the chicken noodle soup song? It always plays in my head. It's like the chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. So every time I make this recipe, I'm always already humming it and thinking about it in my head. So it's a little catchy. It is done. It looks delicious and it's piping hot. So I'm gonna let it cool down for a second, but the boys are smelling it and they're nice and hungry. So that's a good sign, right? It means they're getting better. Say, Ezzy. You haven't tried it? You said it smells good though, huh? Make sure you blow on that because it might be a little bit hot. Ready, Jonas? Look at him. He's got like bedhead. I love it. Look at how yummy that looks. What'd you say, Ezzy?
Not good.
It's good? Is it too hot? Not too bad? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going to make you healthy?
Yes.
That's most important. Now that the kids are all fed, the recipe is going to be at the end of the video. I'm going to head upstairs and do some cleaning. Sure needs it up there. So now that I have finished making some lunch for my sickos, I'm going to start tackling my room. Look at this disaster. Just real life, friends. So I need to get going on that. Homeschooling gets messy, so I need to straighten that up too. Just a little dusting, and I'm using this method all-purpose. It's really good. It smells good too. I do love Mrs. Meyer's too. They have those yummy scents. Better, right? I mean, I was able to dust, and I'm organizing some homeschool stuff, but I wanted to show you just really quick. There's my bed after I made it, but that's okay. So I'm putting together his homeschool work for the next coming week. So this is a website that I've loved to get their things from. Let me see if I can find kindergartenmom.com, and they were very reasonably priced. So if you're thinking about giving some extra stuff for your kiddos at home, or if you're homeschooling, it comes with a lot of little dittos. Plus, I want to show you something else. If you have an HP printer of any kind, then you will love this tip, because I kept running out of black ink all the time because of just homeschooling and stuff. I found that if you go to instantink.com, or for HP, if you just Google it, you can enroll into a ongoing program. So I pay $10 a month, but I could easily change that to $3 or $5, and then they give you about, the most is $300, but I could always go over that and just pay a little bit more. And so it tells you like when they've installed or when they've emailed things, and so if you can get a free month. So I'll put that details in the description box, but literally I've not been to the store to buy ink cartridges, which take
that costs so much money, and a lot of times I don't even use the other one as much. So this only sends what I need, and it's been perfect. I love it.
Good tip, don't you think? So I just go ahead and let people know who have HP computers or printers, and really they're like the cheapest ones at Walmart anyways, the printers. And now I don't have to worry about getting ink. I love it. Okay, so now I need to get back to cleaning my bathroom, because I feel like that one movie where the dog's like, squirrel, because I have so many different things going on.
All right, here I've already kind of started. I just put a couple of things away that were on the counter, but it's a little messy in here. Hi. So I just wanted to show you a couple products that I use for my hair, because I've had a couple people ask. So I use this oil right when I get out of the shower. And then I use the spray, because I do use heat in my hair. So with those, it makes my hair smell really nice, actually. So I'm gonna get going on this. Be curious about my closet. There's a couple of things that need attention, but it's still the same, you guys. So the organization has helped. I ended up putting some of those exercise equipment that was in our room in this closet. So it's working for us. I'm about to clean the counter and the sinks, and what I use is I make my own. So I think it's called like Blessing in a Bottle, but I've been using it for years and love it. So this is like equal parts Dawn soap and vinegar, but I'll double check on the recipe with a little bit of detergent. So like I use some dishwashing detergent. I even use laundry detergent, liquid detergent in it, and it helps. And I love how it gets extra foamy, makes the sinks nice and clean. That's about the extent of my bathroom right now, because I can't do the tub. I just bought Paul one of these Harry's razors at Target. He needed some new ones. Does anybody else use those and love them? And I wanted to show you one more thing, little bubbles. For my storage, if you don't mind that cabinet, it's not much in there. It's just, put it back. I put my hair things in a letter opener or a file folder box. And I just put some command strips on the inside of the door. Makes it really easy, and then I don't have to leave everything on the counter.
The last thing I have to do is just vacuum, and I am done. I am all done with the vacuuming and taking care of upstairs, well, my room. And the kids are fed downstairs. We're a little worried about these colds when they come on so quickly, but maybe because it came on so quickly, they will be ready for the big major stuff in the winter. But now Mama is going to do some reading, and I am loving this book. So if you haven't seen it, Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis, you should check it out. Let me know what some of your favorite books are in the comments below. I'd love to hear, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And I hope that you can get some time to yourself as well to take care of yourself. So thanks for stopping by, and you never know what I'll be rolling out next.